Hey guys, Mickey Reaction here, and we are back to continue on with more of Batman, the animated series. So yes, we're doing episodes 11 to 15 in this set. And yeah, I'm curious, last set was pretty good. Like I said, we had some great episodes in there, like Baby Doll and, Two-Face's episode, which the name escapes me at the moment. And then we had some, pretty average ones in there, like, unfortunately, Mr. Freeze's return and the final one, which also escapes me at the moment in the names. But yeah, like I said, I'm curious if we're going to continue following that theme. I don't really know who else we could try to redeem in this that has any kind of real note in the show. Obviously, Ivy is like the big one, but again, very hard to imagine them trying to do that. But we'll see. I guess Selina could be someone on a technicality. I don't really feel like she needs to be redeemed necessarily as a villain. But she is a possibility in there. So, that is something to keep in mind. But yeah, I'm curious how we go about with this one. So guys, without further ado, episode 11 of the animated series after Batman will commence in 3, 2, 1, and play. Ba-ba. Yeah, I definitely like the season 1 intro more than this one. Like, it's fine, but it's just clips. Even clips from the previous intro, which is actually kind of funny. I don't know. This kind of thing is like there's nothing original to it. Like an intro can be clips, that's fine, but a large portion of them, do add like exclusive new scenes for an intro. This one is just take anything from season 1 and the intro of season 1 and put it together. So, Oh my god! Clock King? Holy shit, talk about a callback, wow. Yeah, he was someone I never thought we'd see again, honestly. I don't remember how high I thought the chances of him coming back were.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
but he has not been on my mind for a long time.
$200,000.
Bored. We've only been here 10 minutes.
10 minutes for you, 10 hours for me. I know it's for a good cause, but...
Wow.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, this magnificent timepiece from the reign of Louis XVI. Who'll start the bidding at $400,000?
You gotta be kidding. I wouldn't use that for a doorstop.
I mean, it's not that bad. God, that's so weird how his cane is just a clock hand. Seems funnier because now I'm watching Kill la Kill and that has a fucking
right on time.
half a scissor as a sword. God, these weapons are like getting wacky.
I have a bid of $500,000.
What the actual hell?
Good afternoon.
What the fuck? Did he create like super speed?
No, the bidding just started. How did you...
Or is it... I wouldn't say it's teleportation. It
I gotta
looks...
see my optometrist.
It looks kind of like teleportation, but also it just looks like super... Okay, it's super speed.
Do I hear 6?
Never mind.
Come. This is a
That's still
one-of-a-kind
insane.
night, ladies and gentlemen, who'll give 6? 600,000.
600,000? I've heard that time is money, but this is ridiculous.
Like you said, it's for charity.
Let's drop the Batman voice in
I have
public.
$600,000 from Mr. Bruce Wayne. Do I hear 650? Need I remind you, this timepiece was once owned by Marie Antoinette.
Damn, Marie Antoinette. That's quite the name, actually.
Relax, Dick. It's almost over.
You're not gonna believe this, but I thought I just saw the Clock King.
You weren't even around by the time the Clock King was a thing. How do you know
Well, he
about
was
him?
there.
I have 650.
I forget if Robin's appearance came before the Clock King, but they were both 20s. It's kind of weird how this show treats it sometimes, like characters who've never met each other are already familiar with each other. Like, I get stuff happens off
A trial
screen,
run, and it went like clockwork.
but I never imagined Clock King would have more than one appearance by this point.
Got one.
Wow. So you stole shit just to steal shit and don't even keep it. Come on, man, it's got the name Marie Antoinette on it.
I have 650. Going, gone. Blimey.
Oh yeah, bro thinking he can just make shit disappear.
There. Freeze it.
Dude, cameras back in the day did not have the frames to support that kind of
That
speed,
must
I'm
be the
sorry.
hand everyone talks about.
This thing's moving
The
at
one
like
that's
20
quicker than
frames
the
at
eye?
most.
So we don't have another invisible man running loose.
Then who could it be?
Yeah, we've literally had an invisible man
Temple
before!
Clock King.
Oh my god, this
makes you
gets
think that?
silly.
Let's just call it a hunch. Better warn Mayor Hill, Jim. I doubt that time has healed.
I know I'm watching a guy in a Halloween costume right now, but this does get silly. Oh, cool. Speed up evolution. Scary. Could use that for another episode, maybe.
6:15, sir. Time for breakfast. I've also brought you your medicine and the timer so you can take your pills on schedule.
You think of everything, don't you, Harold?
It is my job, sir. How goes your research, if I may ask?
Well enough. The iron ball has dropped a mere tenth of a millimeter since the experiment began last week. An extreme temporal discontinuity, and the accelerated effect is just as dramatic. 5 minutes ago, that plant was a seed.
Amazing, Dr. Wakati. Why, the possible applications are mind-boggling.
Indeed. We could get rid of radioactive waste in minutes instead of eons. Put terminally ill people in stasis until a cure is found.
Sadly, these
The
aren't any
question
kind
is,
of...
Is mankind civilized enough to make the proper use of it?
No.
You're right, Doctor.
And
It's very
sadly,
important that this device
this
be
dude has
kept
none of that
in
on
the
his
right
mind.
hands.
Fruit and corn on the cob. Interesting combination.
I hope you're having a pleasant evening, Mr. Mayor, because it's time for you and me to renew our acquaintance.
I definitely do like how his glasses actually have clock hands on them.
It's going to be a big ceremony, Jim. Fugit? No, I'm not worried. I've got a platoon of officers around the building. You can't get in the door without bumping into a bluecoat.
He's still on the phone. You really think our guy'll show up?
Sure as night follows day.
Wow. God, that's so cool. A little different when it's just time freeze instead of actually super speed. Like, that's a lot more complicated to stop. Or I guess just slowing down time immensely. Surely if the fan can keep up though, at least the water splashing should move a little.
going to be a nasty fall, dearie.
Bastard.
I think that's our cue.
You? How did you get past...
Good evening, Mayor. Nice to see you again, too. And whose life are you ruining now? A poor pensioner? A malnourished orphan, perhaps?
Wow.
Naughty, naughty.
What? Where did you...
What was your plan there, man?
Even if you could climb the building, you won't be leaving this way, Mr. Mayor. I've waited a long time for this.
Oh, down to the last second, you
Don't
know.
hurt me.
If it's any comfort, my revenge will encompass more than just you. I intend to pass a most timely sentence on the entire judicial system.
Get ready.
Ah, my eyes! What the fuck was that voice acting? That was good. Oh, okay. I thought we were just going to destroy the device there, but I guess he hasn't technically noticed it yet.
Robin, grab the hypo!
God, it's so hard to stop someone who can just stop time like that. Or move with such speeds that it basically is. So where's that girl's fault? Ah. Damn! You idiot!
Get off me! What?
Did you drop? Okay, no, it's still there.
You clumsy... Ow! Ooh! Ah! You!
Hey, you, stop!
Oh, okay, I was gonna say, he just left his thing. Yeah, it's clock cane.
Hold it right there.
You're under arrest. Don't move, freeze!
Nice.
The Batmobile.
Oh, now that's a car worth taking.
Hey, where'd he go? Look out! Hey, Black!
Or not?
It was like a nightmare. First he was here, then there. My heavens, if you hadn't set that trap.
Well, at least we've got the pieces from Fugate's broken thingamajig. Maybe we can find out how he made it.
I don't think Fugate made that device. He's not a scientist.
Well, we'll soon find out who did. All our patrol cars are equipped with tracking devices. We should be able to run Fugate down pretty quickly.
Harold? Harold?
What are you doing in my room? I called for you, but got no answer. I thought something might be wrong.
There is something wrong, old man.
Why are you wearing that?
I'm afraid I haven't been altogether candid with you.
What are you going to do?
You'll find out, my good doctor, all in good time.
I want a dragnet over a 5-mile radius. We couldn't have gotten far. With any luck, time is on our side.
Wow. Dude, did you really just say that with the fucking Clock King?
You think the police will find him?
Doubtful, But I have an idea. With his knowledge of train schedules, he would know when the next commuter run would pass. It's no accident that he ditched the car where he did. Only one train passed there in the last 6 hours, heading for the mountains.
I don't get it. There's nothing out that way.
Nothing except Cranston Estates.
Ah. Yeah, 'cause I was wondering, like,
So you say this
what's
guy
the
lives
point of the
out there?
Batmobile, him
What's
finding
his
the
name? This
Batmobile?
Professor Wataki?
Wakati.
I guess he got
He's the father
something.
of quantum temporal theory, the structure of time.
Could never guess that the old Batman would be getting tracked, huh? Or something much, much worse.
Fugit's booby-trapped the car. We're trapped in time.
That's pretty nutty.
What's going on?
We've been put in a bubble of slow time. The outside world is moving much faster than we are. Look.
And yet somehow a car hasn't just rammed
Passing
you.
like minutes.
How was a car not run into you?
Why didn't the car's sensors pick up the booby trap?
He probably set it just a nanosecond or two out of phase with reality. But that's the least of our problems. E still equals mc squared, last I heard. Mass increases with speed. If a car hits us while we're frozen like this, we might trigger an atomic explosion.
Jesus Christ. It's a little unrealistic to say that these many hours are going by and fucking not one car has come.
Hey!
Yeah, just imagine how insane that would be to drive. That poor car, every time.
Nearly as I can figure. We've lost almost 48 hours.
Then we better not waste any more time.
So not one car hit them in 2 days? Come on.
I think we found the professor. How do we get him out?
Maybe that fucking...
Same way we got ourselves
yeah.
out.
Siren noise on the floor.
Don't, Harold! Batman?
Just make sure nobody fiddles with the props.
No problem.
Is he serious? Oh, okay. I say, was he flicking gum in his hand over and over? What a devilish prankster.
He was the one person in the world I trusted. Is it any wonder I prefer being a recluse?
What else did he say, Dr. Wakati?
He was babbling, said something about the mayor, about how he was finally going to get his day in court.
Day in court? The new courthouse? The mayor is dedicating it today at 10 o'clock.
That's 2 minutes from now. We'd better call the cops and...
You can't. I have no phones.
Wow.
Your phone won't work, Batman.
Really?
This area is a dead zone. I chose it so my experiments would be free of electromagnetic interference.
It'll take at least a half hour for us to make it back on the bikes.
Not if we use a little contraption. That's conveniently
30 seconds
two
to
of.
show us how to use these.
Really? We just... Conveniently there's 2. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Whoa. Faster than a speeding bullet.
And so, my friends, it is my privilege to officially bring Gotham City's new courthouse to order.
By all means, Mr. Mayor. Usher the new building in with a bang.
This could be dangerous. You better stand back.
Oh, to savor the moment as long as possible.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Yes, it can.
Too late. It's triggered. Slow down.
It's nuts how that works with pretty much anything. As well as just watching Batman just go full on Flash right now and just fucking super run an explosion.
What?
Yep. And now your greatest advantage is lost.
Looks like time just ran out.
Oh my god, they break so easily. Definitely not made out of metal. Are those fucking things made out of
You
plastic?
decided to keep this device a secret.
It would seem that the world is not quite ready for it yet.
Gee, that's too bad for Fugit. I'm sure he'll wish he had something to make the days pass quicker where he's going.
I'm a little surprised Batman isn't keeping one of those to put into his tech. Like, imagine that. Timing it all up with the power to manipulate time itself. That's another level right there. Another level of badassery, to be honest. So, interesting episode. The one big blunder, obviously, that I don't really get why it happened, was Clockboy going back to the Professor just to freeze him in place. I don't fully get why he did that. You know, the dude didn't realize that his time machines, that his devices were stolen or anything. He just didn't know where, you know, Clock King was. So, seemed kind of weird that he did that, you know, since that is directly what led to Batman, you know, finding him and finding the devices and everything. You know, as far as we see, he didn't have any beef with the Professor, so I don't really get why he bothered doing that, right? Because that was obviously the key to Batman and Robin finding out how the machines work and everything. So, bit weird of a solution right there. But otherwise, I do guess we had almost nothing to really outbeat him, right? It was also interesting, like, they just introduced a device that can control time to such an absurd degree, since the main kind of unique thing about the Clock King was that he didn't really have any big advantage in the first episode. It's literally just a guy that is so, like, OCD about time and everything, that he memorized and studied, you know, time patterns and schedules to such a degree that he actually was a threat and an actual, like, a pretty good, you know, rival to the Dark Knight. But in this one, it, you know, we kind of forego that unique skill of his to just kind of basic timing, and of course he has a device that lets him just cheat, you know, cheat the system itself. So, a little different right there. It kind of took away his, I feel like it kind of took away his intelligence in this one, to a degree, but it was still an interesting episode, and it was an interesting premise here, because obviously, you know, at this point, Batman and Robin aren't really strangers to the crazy devices that basically give you superpowers, like invisibility, man, you know, obviously super speed. That was so funny. I never thought I'd just see Batman go for one fucking Flash and just start zooming across water to, like, do crazy shit like stop an explosion from going off. That was hilarious, man. Oh my god, the powerless hero right here, just mastering every super ability he ever could, honestly. But yeah. So that's an interesting one, because now it sets the premise that the writers are willing to bring back even really obscure characters like the Clock King, which makes me curious that, again, we might get some just one-offs that I never even thought would come back, and maybe I'm not even considering right now, you know, like, sorry about that, but, yeah, I think I was just talking about how I'm curious now. We've kind of opened the possibility of introducing and reappearing characters that did not seem like they would ever make a return, like Maxi Olympius, or whatever his name actually was, you know. That's someone I'd very much still like to see back, you know, and there's other minors, like there's the ventriloquist guy with his doll. There's obviously Baby Doll, you know. Probably not her. I don't imagine we'll ever see her again, considering she was just introduced, you know. And there was the Invisible Man, the father of that girl who I believe they moved away near the end there, so, and he could just become a typical, like, you fucked my life up, Batman, I never find my daughter again, so I'll kill you. That kind of trope, you know? But yeah, just an interesting start to the set, I would say. But anyway, let's just keep on going. Who is up on the roster this time? I know I still feel like the chances of meeting new characters are low, even though we did that twice last time in a row. So let's see who we got now. The Lion and the Unicorn. Okay. The Lion and the Unicorn.
That's good enough, Alfred. The people I deal with out there won't mind a little lint.
Wow.
A job worth doing and all
that is kind of cute, honestly.
I do wish you would put on a shirt. You're apt to catch cold in his dank cave.
It's training.
Yes, folks, a perfect 10 for Dick Grayson to take the gold. And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, Alfred,
yes,
man, you are not
Alfred.
nearly
Right
in this
away,
series
Alfred.
enough. Damn, Bruce kind of took that opportunity to just get the hell out of there.
It's upstairs in the oven.
What would we do without you, Alfred?
I shudder to think.
They would honestly fall apart. As great as Bruce is, I really doubt he has the knowledge to do such commentaries.
Good evening, Wayne Manor.
Alfie?
It's your cousin Freddy.
Frederick?
I say, old thing, could you meet me at the usual place? It's rather urgent.
Are we finally
Yes,
getting
of
an
course.
Alfred episode?
I'll leave immediately.
Now what?
Oh, is this the girl from Is that the girl from from Selena's first introduction?
Hey, was a butler's strike called? I came down for breakfast and all I found was this.
The girl
Where's
looked
Alfred?
the dress looked kind of familiar.
Dear Master Bruce, my apologies for leaving so abruptly. I've just learned of a personal matter involving a cousin of mine that must be resolved immediately. I shall endeavor to return in a few days. Your obedient servant, Alfred.
Damn.
Must be pretty important. Alfred wouldn't leave a dirty dish unwashed if England were sinking into the sea.
I know.
So it's definitely kind of suspicious then. Hey, let's go! British! Why is it depicted as so grainy and misty?
Hello. Is that Alfie?
And why is it so accurate?
Pennyworth will do.
Right then. It's Freddy sent us. Wants you to come with us.
Frederick sent you?
That's right, old love. Come along now. We'll pop round and see him.
I think not. Frederick knows I hate being called Alfie as much as he hates Freddy. What have you done with him?
Grab him, Bert.
Yeah, sorry, but I feel like Alfred probably can fight. Not as well as Bruce, but he can hold his own. Yep, and he quickly deduced those inconsistencies as well, which was really nice.
Hello? Good evening, Master Bruce. I'm so sorry to have disturbed your rest, but...
Alfred, are you all right? Where are you?
I'm at the Yorkshire Arms just at the moment, in London.
London, England?
There's only one, Master Bruce.
Yes.
I seem to be in a bit of a sticky situation, and I was wondering if you...
Come along easy, Gramps. We don't want to hurt you.
I'm afraid I'll have to ring off now, sir. It seems I have unexpected guests.
Alfred, are you there?
Damn.
Alfred! Alfred!
Yep, well, we're making an immediate stop to the homeland.
Before he came to the States, Alfred did some work as an attaché in the British security services. More desk jobs than field work. But he acquired quite a reputation for diffusing diplomatically dangerous situations in high security areas.
And I always thought he was just a nice old guy who polished the silver and fixed me sandwiches.
He's that too.
He's fixed more than that in his time.
Underneath Alfred's very proper exterior is a highly resourceful government agent.
He mentioned his cousin. As far as I know, he has no living relatives. And cousin can sometimes mean a fellow member of an intelligence organization.
Well, I hear England's nice this time of year.
England's not nice any time of year, I'm sorry to say, but it's true. God, why am I bashing my own people?
End of the line, mate.
It's good to see you again, old man. I'm sorry it has to be under such circumstances.
Exactly what circumstances are we talking about? My heavens, Red Claw.
Yeah, this girl, the Red Claw. Oh my God,
If you do
yeah.
exactly as I say,
I'm actually surprised
you
I
might
remembered
live
that.
to see tomorrow.
God, yeah, talk about characters I never thought would come back. The fucking Red Claw. Like, wow.
Bruce, over here. Looks like he put up a struggle. Poor Alfred, he must have been petrified.
I doubt it. He was pretty formidable in his day. Come on.
Two blokes just came out of Pennyworth's room. Right.
Where are they off to, then?
I don't know about this, Ernie.
Where'd they go?
We're chasing a pair of poxy ghosts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Stone the crows!
And every night you see someone fighting in cosplay. That definitely is more America's thing. Wow. Really? There's no one on the bus? Especially at that time of night? That's very unrealistic.
Gotcha! May I see your license?
Back off, you filthy Americans.
When they wake up, they'll tell us who they're working for.
I don't think we'll have to wait that long.
Red Claw.
Yep. It's
I've
been a
wasted
while.
Enough courtesy on you two.
Courtesy? None that I've seen.
I want this missile silo operational. I intend for the British government to give me £5 billion to keep me from wiping London off the map.
You understand, old man, I had no choice in the matter.
Sure,
Of course,
why
dear
not?
boy.
Each of you holds half the firing code for this missile. I want that code, or else.
Madam, impossible.
We are both signatories to the Official Secrets Act.
I've already thought of that.
What's this? Some truth serum bollocks?
Still no word from Castle Blairquan. Our post there has never missed a check-in.
Here's more bad news. Agent Frederick has been listed missing.
I don't like this. Frederick was part of the original security team at Blairquan. Him and that fellow from Clerical.
Pennyworth. Alfred Pennyworth. Our apologies for intruding. You were saying something about a castle?
How did you get in here?
Don't ask.
We don't have time for protocol.
Seriously, just
Pennyworth
don't
is
ask.
also missing. We have reason to think he and Frederick might be in considerable danger. What was the name of that castle?
And why should we give you that information?
Because I can give you Red Claw.
Wow.
Blairquan.
That easily.
Castle Blairquan on the west Scottish coast. It was the base for Project Excalibur.
Blairquan is the last of our land-based missile silos.
You're really giving
You
these
think that's
this
what
information
Red Claw
away
is
to
after?
a fucking guy in a
Apparently
Halloween
so.
costume.
Truth.
He's not even British!
Of course. The old methods are still often the best. Fight it if you like. You won't hold out for long. But it might be amusing.
Well, anything to amuse a lady. If lady is the word I want, which I doubt.
Oh, sticks and stones.
Won't I won't.
Give me your access code for the missile activator.
Never.
You'll get nothing but gibberish out of me, madam. I come from haunts of coot and fern. I make a sudden sally. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, and bicker
Wow.
down the valley.
And people wonder why no one takes Britain seriously anymore. The code, old man, now!
14, Garriers Crescent, Blairquan Upper.
Absurdly simple like most passwords. Now, as for you...
Half a league, half a league.
I want to say he's definitely going to be a lot more trained to stop this
Desperate
kind of thing.
valor to the last.
Because
Not that it will help you.
Bruce leaves no stone
Sooner or
unturned.
later, the serum always wins.
Blimey, mate. Nice.
Looks clear.
Wow. So easy as well. What the hell?
Impossible. How could he have learned about this?
No matter where you are on the globe, you can never stop the Batman. It's pretty annoying, actually. Classic spike traps, very nice, very nice. But not the first time we've dealt with it, so I mean, what you gonna do? Oh please, they had gas masks. That's more of a problem.
That's one less thing to worry about. Two less things. Oh, Dennis, you're always the humorist. Did you hear that?
Well, fuck. They might be dead.
Londoners, your ancient city may pride itself on having survived plagues, fires, even the Blitz, but unless
We have done all
£5
those
billion
things.
pounds are delivered to me by midnight tonight, there'll be nothing left to survive. We have Blair Kwan Castle and its missile installation and the codes to operate the missile. You have 1 hour. Otherwise, I'll be forced to plant this warhead in the middle of Trafalgar Square. And if I do that, well, God save the Queen.
How dare you?
Is it smart to make demands before we get the other half of the go code?
I will have the code in a matter of minutes.
Yeah. Also, pretty short notice as well, like goddamn. But I guess Batman's here now, so time is of the essence, even for the Red Claw.
Give me the code, or I'll...
The lion and the unicorn fighting for the crown.
He can't be resisting the drug this long. It's impossible.
And is
Wait,
that actually the
he's
code?
not resisting. This doggerel is the code.
Yeah.
The lion and the unicorn.
Fuck!
At last.
Well, now the title makes sense. I like how we tried to sway her though, knowing he couldn't stop and just called it gibberish. It actually worked for a little bit. Damn, you fell right for that one.
You three come with me. Watch them. Plan out. This is the only access to the control room. They'll have to come through here. Take them!
Nice. Just shoot the fucker.
Here I thought all you dusted was furniture.
Man,
A Louis can.
it's absurd how much
What a
time
pity.
henchmen waste in this show. Don't take him a prisoner, just fucking blow his brains out. Oh crap. Oh shit, well, fuck the money then. London is going! Oh crap. Holy shit.
Dear Lord. Do you two have the destruct code?
Are you really gonna try and crash it into the missile? Oh no, I guess not. I like the urgency of this though, you can really feel it how... Yeah, you can really feel how in danger Bruce is right now. Just speeding off without concern. What the hell? How? How did you get into the goddamn bat thing? No way. No fucking way. She knows. Oh my god, Red Claw found... Well, maybe not. That was an evil tease right there, guys. What the actual hell? Like, why would you do that? Got hyped for like half a second and then just went, nope, didn't happen. Unless they show at the end it did happen. Then I can retract my statement. I mean, if that was going to take out all of London, from that blast radius, it should have fucking taken out most of the city anyway.
I don't suppose you'd consider coming out of retirement.
What was I going to do? Just take out Big
Taking
Ben?
up civil service pay grades again? Hardly, old man. I've become accustomed to my style of living.
It's a great pity. It was just like old times.
Give my best to Whitehall.
Whitehall? No. Okay. So the ending was a bit abrupt. Not gonna lie on that one. Yeah, we didn't see... Yeah, Red Claw just got zoomed out in the ocean. Presumably dead, because there's nowhere for her to go. Yeah, Bruce just kind of rid away. Very, very fast-paced on his, bat thing. Bat jet. And yeah, we didn't see Robin. So, the ending of that one was... very strange, honestly. Very fast-paced. It felt like there was almost not even really a resolution there. But from that radius, from like a few centimeters away from the Big Ben, I felt like that should have done a little bit of damage, you know, like blown up, at least destroyed a little bit of London, but no. But we got a Batman episode in London. Holy fucking hell. That was good stuff. And with a villain that I never suspected would ever come back again, the Red Claw. Yeah, that was pretty interesting, not gonna lie. So we are kind of following the theme of bringing back very early, I guess, very early characters and villains. Since yeah, Clock King and Red Claw were both, I think, in the Red Claw was definitely in the teens, and I believe Clock King was the early 20s. So you know, we're bringing back some potatoes there, which is pretty interesting. So I might have to start looking back and remembering a couple of these people. But it was an interesting one. You know, going on the destruction of London with missile terrorism and whatnot, and went into a bit more of Alfred's backstory. Was pretty cool. You know, I'd still like an entire episode just focusing on this sassy butler. But obviously, you've got to have a little bit of Bruce and Batman in there as well to actually liven things up a bit, since, you know, kind of a Batman episode without any fighting, like, seriously. But it was cool, like I said, I do appreciate that Alfred finally got some screen time, since it's felt for quite a while now. He's just kind of done nothing. Like, you know, very early on in the series, he actually had quite a bit of involvement with Bruce's life, his, you know, his assistance in helping him out with crime cases and whatnot, and even his Batman operations. And for quite a while now, it's felt like that hasn't really been a thing. Which, to be fair, in this season, you know, they've had Robin constantly, so I guess I get why they're doing that. But either way, you know, it's still nice to have that kind of character there, since I do like Alfred, and I do obviously want to see a lot more of him, but, you know, can't always get that. But, yeah. It was still fun, though, you know. London episode in Batman, let's go. Shame we didn't spend more of it in London itself, but, hey. I'll take what I can get in this particular instance. But, yeah. So that's Clock King and Red Claw back. God, I don't even want to make a prediction, because I don't feel like I'd remember the names of some of the very early potatoes in this series, to be honest. Let's just keep going and see who they have in store this time. Oh. Well, I remember her. I definitely remember Catwoman. Good old Selina. I don't think we've seen her since Almost Got Him. And even then, she was literally
Poor
just at the
baby.
end.
I used to be just like you. A child of the night, wild and free.
You start being Catwoman? It makes sense why we haven't seen you in a while then.
I was the cat who walked by herself. And the city was my hunting ground. I'd prowl through Gotham each evening, going where I liked, and taking whatever I wanted.
But then a bat entered town, and those nightly strolls went out the window.
Until I met him.
It's not even how you two met.
I gave him my best fight, but in the end, Kitty got her claws clipped.
Oh wow, that's hilarious. Is it actually how high the stair of the judge is in Gotham?
Walk on a leash, even if it killed me.
Alright, got some notable potatoes here.
Oh, you just say that to all the beautiful girls.
Selina? Excuse me. Selina?
Extinction is forever.
I can relate to that.
You're in a cheery mood.
Giving up Catwoman hasn't been easy, Bruce. I miss the excitement, the danger. Sometimes I feel so tempted.
Even though you'd be risking prison?
Tell me I'm not in a cage now.
Bruce Wayne.
Damn.
I wondered where you'd been hiding
That's
yourself.
honestly kind of deep.
And who, may I ask,
Can't
is
lie.
your attractive date?
Veronica Vreeland, meet Selina Kyle.
We've met. At the wildlife fundraiser last year.
Oh, of course. Love what you've done to your hair.
Thanks.
Since you're so devoted to wildlife, Selina, I can't wait to hear what you think of the museum's new conservation hall. I had it built in honor of my grandfather, Stanton Vreeland. He was the first to realize the importance of preserving rare animals.
Not surprising, considering how many of them he obliterated.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Stanton Vreeland
Bro's
was a
literally got a
playboy
gun in the
sportsman who'd
statue.
blow away anything that wandered into his gun sight. He had to preserve animals, or he'd have nothing left to shoot.
Is that right?
Uh-huh. In fact, most of these critters are gone thanks to trigger-happy jerks like old Grandpa.
Oof.
Selina?
But Bruce, Miss Vreeland asked me what I thought.
I think you've said enough.
Yes, perhaps I have.
Well, that's really a clash of ideals right there.
Once I'd like to throw a party without some kook showing up.
Excuse me.
Yeah. What is that face? That was like the goofiest face in the show so far.
It's the cat in me, I guess. Look, Bruce, it was sweet of you to invite me, but I don't fit in here. Sometimes I feel like I don't fit in anywhere.
It's very interesting, though, to see the struggle Selina's going through without the Catwoman persona.
You're right, Miss Kyle.
Wow. The absurd timing of that is just bizarre.
Let me out, you big ape!
Whoa, she's a live one.
In 2 seconds, that'll be more than I can say
about Hey!
Calm down, pussycat. We're all friends here. Dummy, don't keep our pretty guest in the dark.
You two again.
Yes, sir, Mr. Scarface. Ah, that's better.
Yeah.
You gotta be kidding.
What's
Yeah.
you laughing at? My fly ain't open, is it?
Yeah, it's like the first time someone
What's
is
the
intimidated by Scarface.
Oh, come on, you know. What's the gag?
Can it, sister? This is Scarface you're dealing with, and I don't stand for no disrespect.
Either way, that is a
Like
very
Lucy
real
says,
gun.
ma'am, Mr. Scarface can be quite insistent. I don't think anyone's talking to you.
I love it.
No, sir.
She's
No,
just
sir.
so confused.
Right. So what do you want with me?
My boys happened to be in the museum when they saw your little set to with Miss Ronnie V. They also seen you licking your whiskers at the sight of Ronnie's pretty sparklers.
You're boring me, Log.
So what if I could provide you with a foolproof plan for snatching those rocks with no risk of you getting caught?
Pass. Kitty's been staying in at night. It's not the greatest, but it beats the pound, if you know what I mean.
Now that's a darn shame. And I thought for sure you'd want a chance to get even with the Vreelands. Not just for yourself, you understand, but for all those poor little stuffed critters what
Wow.
never had the chance to fight.
Bro acting like he gives the slightest shit.
Barf.
It's a
Wow.
50-50 cut. Take it or leave it. You in or what?
I will say I'm liking the sassy faces from Selena in this one. Well, it seems we have one of those very rare but very treating episodes of a team-up in some way. Not a traditional team-up, but like hired
You know what,
help.
Isis? Extinctions for wimps.
Catgirl and Scarface. Why'd I say Catgirl? Catwoman and Scarface.
Mastodon. Check. Cave bear. Check. Saber-tooth. Huh? Well, where did you come from? Aw, poor girl. Must have wandered in and got lost. I'll let you out back.
Well, he's safe at least. He didn't treat Isis with any cruelty and let her out gently.
Mr. Scarface.
He will keep
But
his
isn't
life
it
tonight.
cruel to take advantage of that nice Miss Kyle? Hold my hat, will you?
Yeah, heckbutt, yeah.
Ow! That's what you get for going soft on me. Yes, sir. There. The guard's putting the cat out like I planned. Catwoman should have all the time she needs to lift the jewels and split.
Unless a certain bat
one's for the
enters the fray.
Vreelands.
But plans can change, can't they, Rhino?
Uh-oh.
You're right, boss.
What the hell was the end goal here then? Just to fucking kill Selena? Like, what?
Great. Someone else is hitting the place.
Okay, boys, to work. Sorry, Kitty, you're taking the fall.
Yeah, this is kind of weird. What business does Scarface have with Selena that he'd want to kill her like this?
Hold it!
Does she even have that big a rep in Gotham? I mean, I guess she
Please give me a
does, but for the villains
This
to care
dinosaur
about
seems
her?
to have fallen on me.
How did you...
It's a dull story, handsome.
Wow. Come on, he treated Isis nicely. That was a little harsh.
The Catwoman.
Well, that settles that. You've been caught by the cops, and it's imprisonment for you, Selena.
Couldn't have missed her.
Shit. This is very confusing, though. Yeah, I'm not sure why we're doing this.
Looks like the hunt's on again, Isis. I think a quick trip out of town is in order.
Don't buy your ticket yet.
How long have you been there?
What a pleasant surprise. Though I should warn you, breaking and entering is against the law.
You would know. Care to explain what you were doing at the museum tonight?
Look, I was there earlier for a party, and I kind of lost my temper. I went back to apologize, and the place was empty, except for the burglars. I happened to have my outfit in the car, and I thought if I nailed the robbers, I could work up some points.
You're
with the
seriously
cops.
trying to
Maybe
bullshit
even with
the
you.
Batman.
I know how bad this looks for me, but it wasn't my fault.
Dude, I swear, this guy... Bruce just gets too horny when
Would you come back
Selena's
to the museum
involved.
and tell your story to the authorities?
Seriously.
I suppose.
Like,
If you're with
world's greatest
After
detective,
all, we
man.
do make a good team.
Getting distracted by a little bit of pussy. The very obvious
police are still
question is,
talking to the guard.
why the hell would you
That
have
gives
your
us a few
costume
minutes
on
to
you?
look around.
I was looking at this exhibit earlier. It's brand new. Why would they remove the animals so soon?
This lock's been sprung. Our thief is clever using dummy cards to cover his tracks. An extinct animal trophy is worth a fortune to the crook who can fence it.
All those poor little stuffed critters. That's what he was after all along.
You're not telling me something.
You know what's wrong with our relationship? You always let me get too close.
Yeah, honestly. Like, come on, Bruce.
Excuse me.
How many times
I
has
have
this
a
happened
date
now?
with a scratching post.
You train to be Batman, yet those hormones just pump every time Selena's around. Wow. What's a whip to a grappling gun?
But somehow we always do.
Selena?
Oh, you're so lucky that worked out. Well, that's a shame.
In here!
Yep. Who could have caused such a ruckus but the Batman and his pussycat?
That's right, Penguin. I got your bird just like I
Oh,
promised.
penguin.
Of course, it'll cost you extra. Hey, you don't want it? Fine. I can always use it for pillow stuffing. Ah, see there? I knew you'd be reasonable. Well, I got you on the horn. Can I interest you in a Tasmanian tiger? A steal at only $2 million.
Nah, definitely not his style.
No, huh? That's okay. I got a client dying to get her paws on it.
Damn.
I thought I saw a booty tap.
That knock her out? That looked like it really hurt. Oh god. That did knock her out! Holy crap. My god. Not gonna lie, Selena is getting wrecked
You
this
know, I never
episode.
had much use for animals, except Rhino here.
Thanks, boss.
Then it hit me some rich geeks will pay big bucks for critters they can't go out and shoot no more. You know what these things are worth dead?
More than my life, I bet.
You win, kitten. I needed a dummy to keep the cops busy while I grabbed the stiffs.
So you conned me into that phony jewel robbery.
Too bad for you, you figured it out. Now we're gonna find out if there really is more than one way to skin a cat. Rhino!
No!
Yep.
Lousy flea bag.
Come on. The cat is like her signature partner, and they always forget about it. Ow. God damn!
I don't need.
Yeah, this is actually a
I don't
threat.
know whether to bite you or kiss you.
Later.
Yeah. But we will be coming back to that.
Get me out of here! Hurry! Oh, no!
Oh, yes.
Put me down!
Sure.
Why not?
Uh-oh. Mr. Scarface!
Bye-bye.
Let's let the chips fall where they may.
Get me off of here! Dummy, help me!
I guess this is one potato Batman doesn't have to save. Come on. Jesus. He actually kicked that log out of his way.
Someone do something! Please, let me save them.
Nah.
Dummy,
Come on, Selena. That's a shame. It was literally just wood. You could have been as badass as you want right there and have no censorship. There you go. No more Scarface.
That's
No
one
more
way to remove a
Persona.
splinter. What's wrong, ventriloquist? Cat got your tongue?
Oh my god, the puns in this.
Please, I never hurt you. Scarface, he's another person, not me, really.
But he's inside you somewhere. And I'm going to keep scratching until I find him.
Oh Christ.
Don't make it harder on yourself.
He cost me my freedom.
No.
You did that
gave it
yourself.
up. From the very start, I suspected there was more to this business than you were telling.
Oh,
So I
bullshit. You
put a
didn't suspect the
transmitter on
damn
your
thing.
cat back at your apartment. It led me here in time to hear your confession. Why did you do it, Selena?
I have to be who I am. I realize now I can't change that. Like I told someone else tonight. It's just the cat in me.
I mean, if you even tried, like, actually taking professional help or anything.
It's priceless, Batman. The last of its kind. Will you take me in or let it become extinct again?
The lady or the tiger, darling? Your choice.
And he didn't even think about it. Oh well. That's another one that obviously stings quite a bit.
I am the cat who walks by herself.
Damn. So yeah. We can't break up the status quo that badly, especially for someone like Catwoman. Like, come on now. It is a shame though. You know, because I don't really think of Selena as being necessarily reformed or needing to be reformed, right? Because she's not evil you know, like, in a way it is a little bit like the idiots from episode 10, you know, where it's like, Selina's very rich, and the Catwoman persona is more so like, you know, just an excitement for her. It's a rush. It's a way for her to, you know, do her thing while helping her cause of, you know, helping wildlife and animals alright and their natural environments, while also, you know, just feeling alive. Like, that's the thing. It's a big rush for her that, you know, unfortunately has hit its all-time low with her identity being revealed, right? So being Catwoman now is harder than ever, and she is trying to make a change. It's, you know, it's not out of reformation, it's not out of wanting to be better, it's strictly out of, my freedom is at stake now, so I literally can't do what I want to do. But Selina hasn't seemed to be getting any kind of help to, you know, subdue these urges to be Catwoman anymore, and that's really kind of the main issue there, is that, you know, she was never looking to change to begin with. It's just, you know, the repression that the law is putting on her, as it does with many people. Like at the beginning as well, like, you know, how she, even though she's a free woman, she still feels caged because she can't be, you know, what she feels as an expression of herself, is, you know, a very meta comment about being repressed in society and all that stuff, and I feel like, you know, probably a lot of people do feel the same way in certain regards, and it goes into the whole freedom kind of thing, like, you know, how free we really are and that kind of shit, and, you know, for Selina, it's kind of that, so where, you know, she can't be who she is. I can definitely feel like there could be some repressed, you know, bitterness there, considering that, you know, while he does it for the right reasons, Batman is also another masked crusader who is allowed to do all this stuff without any kind of repercussions from the law. So there might even be some resentment there on the fact that he can do this with, you know, without issue, while Selina now has been repressed to not be the Catwoman persona, which is a shame. I do like how, you know, we did have some meta jokes in there about how tiring the relationship between Batman and Catwoman are getting. How it's becoming almost silly that Batman is falling for these gags with Selina because, you know, he's so infatuated with her that it's like, you know, he's making mistakes, you know, he's making silly mistakes that he wouldn't make with other villains and other foes, and it's very obvious there because despite the fact how long he's known Selina, for whatever reason, you know, Bruce's crush on her hasn't really subsided too much, and that can go into, you know, his own kind of moral code of wanting to reform her, which is why he always keeps a close eye on her. But the best way to subdue a crush is more than likely to, you know, keep the person out of your life for an extended period of time. And because of his, you know, obsession with wanting to reform people, he almost has to keep an eye on Selina, which forces those feelings to pretty much stay. You know, so it's a very complex and kind of just, you know, just kind of fucking, you know, oxymoron of a relationship there because, you know, he should stay away from her to get over his feelings, but he can't do it because of his, you know, his obligation as Batman, so it's like, it's complex and it's annoying and, you know, it sucks for him. It definitely sucks. So I'm really curious what they're going to do now with Selina going forward, you know. She made a few silly mistakes in this episode, like, you know, not being nearly as observant as she would be, getting hits and taking just really cheap pot shots, but I guess we can, in a way, you know, leave that up to her being rusty as Catwoman. Since, again, it's been, I think since the episode Gotham was the last time we actually saw Selina, and that was, when was that? I think that was at least, like, about 30 ago now. I think Gotham was around like 52, 53, around there. So, you know, it makes sense why that would be the case. But I'm really curious now if they're going to do anything more with Selina. Because it seems like, you know, without anything else, she got away. And it seems like she is going to embrace the Catwoman persona once again. So I'm really curious if we'll get more episodes with her. Because like I said, she is one of the characters I feel is unfortunately a bit underutilized in this show. I would very much like to see more of Selina, more of her deal, and of course more of her complex relationship with Batman. But like I said, she's such a sporadic character in use. It's almost insane, honestly, how very little they do with her. But yeah, you know, that's one of my other things, is that characters that really do have a lot of potential in this show, unfortunately, just don't get used very often. Still would like to see an episode focusing on Selina, Harley, and possibly Ivy. You know, I mean, the difference there is that Harley's actually went in for some smooches in Batman as well. So I very much like to see Selina's reactions to that, to hitting on the Dark Knight. As aside from I think Ivy, literally, he's like played the moves, or you know, the women have fell for the Batman in pretty much every instance, which is kind of funny. It's that Riz energy before it was even a thing, man. Like, come on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to do my cut right here, and when I do come back, we'll do the final 2 episodes in this set of Batman the Animated Series. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, guys, and we are back. So let's do episode 14. Trial. Okay.
The prisoner will stand.
Hey,
Pamela
and
Lillian
it's
Isley.
Ivy's time to
District
shine.
Attorney Van Dorn has asked that the maximum sentence of life imprisonment be imposed upon you. However, as your apprehension came at the hands of the Batman and not a recognized agent of the law, this
Jesus,
court has
that
no
face.
choice but to return you to Arkham Asylum, where it is hoped you will complete your rehabilitation.
Because it's worked out so many times before.
Hi, Red! Hi! Welcome home!
Hi, Harley.
Wow. So done now. Nice to see Harley again, though.
Aw, things didn't go too good, huh?
Nope.
Well, cheer up. Word is we're gonna throw a little party. And old Jervis here has the invitations.
Hey, hello, Hatter.
Not only does Batman create these so-called super criminals, he takes it upon himself to be their judge and jury with no regard
How
for the
does he
legal
create them? What?
sounds like you want to put Batman on trial.
I mean, maybe a few, but
me, I'd like nothing
not
better.
most of them.
Strong words.
It's got to stop, Jim. As Gotham's new district attorney, I can't allow your pet nut to run loose in my city. I mean it.
Janet, it's a war zone out there, and Batman is our best weapon.
And I say he's a drug the city keeps taking to avoid facing reality.
Sup?
Speak of the devil.
The East Side Skulls are ready to declare war on the other gangs.
Old news. My department's already planning a sting to catch the Skull's leader.
Don't bother.
Wow.
Very cute, mister. You want to support law and order, you take off that mask and put on a uniform.
Yeah, how about no?
You hear me, Batman? This is the last time! Next time I see him, it'll be a whole different story.
Okay. Just steal the gadget, why don't you?
Hello, Bruce.
Janet,
Oh, my-
I'm so glad we're able to meet on such short notice.
Jesus Christ.
It seems every place I look, there's our crusading DA leading the campaign to rid our city of Batman.
Oh, please. He's the last person I want to talk about tonight.
Oh, sorry. Still, even you have to admit, Batman's come through now and then.
But look at the lunatic fringe he's created. The Joker, Two-Face, Poison Ivy, and the rest.
What?
Batman's responsible for every one of them.
Literally not even close.
Office just called. They said it's an emergency.
All three you named
Sorry, Bruce, I won't be a minute.
were messed up before Batman even started the whole thing.
Take your time.
Like even Bruce can tell she's just chatting nonsense.
Excuse me, have you seen Miss Van Dorn?
Not in the last half hour, sir.
Look!
Must be trouble.
Yeah, they don't use the bat signal very often in this show.
It's Van Dorn's. It was dropped on the front desk 20 minutes ago, along with this.
Batman, come alone to where lives hang in the balance, or the law in Gotham dies. You there! Come into the light! I said...
Wow, of course. Just a decoy. Looks kind of like Ivy, though. Hey! It was Ivy! That's sick. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, no, you don't.
Ivy and Harley back at it again. That's great. Wow. This is cool. They've only had one collab before, but it was glorious.
Let me out. Do you hear me? Whoever you are, let me out this second.
Oh my god! We're just getting everyone!
Two-Face.
We're getting all the villains together.
Screaming for help.
We're finally getting a team-up episode of every villain in Arkham.
Thanks to the Mad Hatter.
Oh my god, that's 4. Obviously, Joker's here.
You're going to escape?
Eventually. We got some legal business to settle first.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about a trial. Me, the prosecutor, you, the defense, and your client.
Oh yeah, Killer Croc. I didn't even think of him.
Is Batman.
What the hell is this? A trial with the villains for Batman.
Insane.
What the hell?
Defending you? As far as I'm concerned, you belong in here with them.
I know. Cruel irony.
Whatever. You've got to go through with it. It's their game and their rules.
Let's go, move it.
Indeed. Can't keep the judge waiting.
And the judge is the Joker.
You've said it yourself, lady. Batman made every one of us.
So, we're placing him before the bar to face
Wow.
our justice.
In other words, this is your fault.
50-50 option. You get him off, you both go free. He goes down, you take the fall with him.
I don't quite think the other villains dig the whole 50-50 shot thing.
Personally, I suggested a quick slug between the eyes, but I lost the coin toss.
Man, there's a lot of people in Arkham. Love how Harley's still here. Scarecrow as well. Man, it's been a while with him.
I borrowed your belt bats, but it doesn't do a thing for me.
Sit down.
Holy Christ. Oh my god, Scarface.
Oh yay, oh yay.
It's been one episode and you've already got a new mannequin ready.
Oh yay, dirtbags! Dummy up! Sheesh. I gotta do everything for you. Court is now in session. The good people of Arkham Asylum versus the self-righteous vigilante.
Oh my god, this is... I don't even need to finish this one to see this is a peak episode. Holy shit. Even Riddler, and ironically we're missing one. You in that fucking rock.
All rise for the most honorable, most benevolent, most merciful Judge Joker!
Hello. Oh! Oh my god, the whole get up. That's beautiful!
I was promised a chance to defend my client.
Oh, very well. Like it'll make a difference. Mr. Prosecutor, make your opening statement. Look at us. We're all freaks and monsters. And who made us this way? Batman!
I genuinely, like, I know that this is silly, but I genuinely want to think for a second if any of these guys are like Batman's fault. Croc, no. Ivy, no. Harley, no. Joker, obviously, that's for her, that's the obvious one. Joker, obviously, no. Scarecrow, no. Riddler, no. They were hit by corporate potatoes. Mad Hatter, no. So literally, and obviously, Two-Face, unfortunately, mental issues there. So literally, none of these guys were with Batman. And I know that it probably doesn't need to be in here, but it is a little sad that we have this massive collaboration of Arkham, but no Penguin, because he's not in Arkham. Oh yeah, Scarface as well, sorry. He's so new, I just forget about him. But also a no on his end.
Go on, lady. Defend him if you can. Call the first witness.
Yo, Hat! Understand!
Oh, did he say hat? Well, I sound like he said heart there. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure he was referring to.
Proceed, Counselor.
I suppose you, like your friends, claim that Batman drove you to be a criminal?
He did.
And yet, as I recall your case, you brainwashed and kidnapped a woman who rejected you.
Ah.
Batman forced me to do it.
I like how she's
He was
done her
gonna take
research
away from
already.
me. I had no choice.
You could have respected her wishes and left her alone.
I'd have killed her first!
Bro, even Harley could see you're fucking nuts.
Statement stricken from the record, please.
Record? Is someone supposed to be writing this down?
Oh my god! No one researched our trials done.
Keep it going.
Are they just basing this off random Warner TV shows they've been watching?
Looks like Batman's hunch was wrong. There's no sign of him or Miss Van Dorn.
But he was here, all right.
I object to this witness. She's obviously trying to influence the judge.
Obvious. Oh my god.
What makes you say that?
Never mind.
Such a shame.
Statement.
I just want to say, if there was no Batman, there'd be no Joker, and I'd never have met my puddin'. Thank you, Batman.
Sad, isn't it? Harleen Quinzel was a doctor here at Arkham until the Joker twisted
That's actually
her
her
mind.
full name.
Ha! You're just jealous because you don't have a fella who's as loving and loyal to you as my puddin' is.
Does Joker know you like stuck your tongue down the bat's throat literally last time you were on screen?
And I suppose it was that same loyalty I saw the last time you escaped, and Puddin' here finked on you in hopes of getting time off.
Is that true, Puddin'?
Is Joker a snitch? He would not last at all in Arkham if he was a snitch.
You lousy scut-sucking creep!
The witnesses excused.
Wow.
Slimy rat!
Knock it
point.
off, lady.
Well, that's probably it for Harley in this episode, but it was glorious as always.
And so it's Batman's fault you lead a life of crime.
He should have let me bump off Harvey Dent. We'd all have been better off, wouldn't we, Howard?
Literally there. Yeah.
But Miss Isley, isn't the real motivation for your crime
Joker's not even
plants
paying
that
attention.
you prefer them to
Love it.
people?
I love plants, honey, but a rose is a rose.
Then it doesn't bother you when someone, let's say the judge here, ruthlessly plucks a defenseless
Ooh.
flower from the warm,
That is fair.
earth.
No.
Even knowing he's given it his death sentence, that its petals must die.
Stop it.
This
One
is
by
psychological
one, withering,
warfare and it's
falling,
glorious.
One by one until it's all gone, honey.
Yep. I know it's I know he's the accuser, but even Two-Face would say, nah, this ain't Batman, this bitch is just nuts. Damn. Don't even offer them water or anything.
I used to believe Batman was responsible for you people. But now I see nearly everyone here would have ended up exactly the same, Batman or not.
Yeah.
Oh, the gimmicks might be different, but you'd all be out there in some form or another bringing misery to Gotham. The truth is, You created him.
It's so ironic how she's on Batman's side now.
It's working.
If you just think about it for even a moment, yeah, Batman's not the cause of literally any of this.
Sunset District. Nothing much out there except Arkham.
Jury, you've heard the evidence. Consider your verdict.
Your Honor, in light of Ms. Van Dorn's stirring defense, we have no choice but to find the defendant not guilty.
Damn.
Amazing.
Yeah. You spat too many facts and logic, even the villains couldn't refute it.
You've proven that Batman didn't create us. That we, in fact, messed up our own rotten lives. And as we are so rotten, vile, and depraved,
We're just gonna
we're going
kill
to
you.
waste you anyway.
Yeah, you trusted the word of supervillains. What the hell were you thinking? I'm a little surprised Two-Face is okay with this, though, given how...
That's all, folks. Let's mambo!
Wow, that was a little too on the nose, actually. Yeah, I'm a little surprised Two-Face is okay with this, given how he is about the coin toss. And a bunch of nobodies that are in Arkham as well, for whatever reason.
Help us, please!
Well, this is a pretty shitty situation, really.
Let me go! Oh! Anything you say, Janny Pooh.
And now for the final confession. The big secret you've kept from us for so many years. Brothers and sisters, at long last I give you the man behind the bat.
I would love to see Two-Face's reaction in particular to this.
What? He's gone.
Jesus,
Everyone
what?
spread out. Don't let him get away.
Who says I'm leaving?
Yeah. You put him right in his element.
Get the light!
The dark. And one by one, they all disappear.
Nobody panic.
That is crazy.
Okay, stop panicking.
The only way out is through me.
Yeah.
Hold on, you'll hit Croc.
Who cares?
What's your point?
Honestly, he probably could survive that. Oh, good lord, that's actually... Yeah, that's a fair point.
Watch where you're shooting, clown.
Uh-oh. Holy Christ. I assume that wouldn't kill him with its crotch, but I don't know. Oh yeah, good point. Crow wasn't in there, was he? Grappling hook. Grappling hook.
Hold it! Nobody move!
Crap.
Yoo-hoo! Look alive, Batman! Here comes the judge!
Come on, man. It's a basic rope. You can get out of that.
Old hanging Judge Joker, that's me.
It's weird seeing his hair just black. Yeah, and he's gone. Well, you guys definitely need better security
I see
now.
now there's a need for the things you do. But I'm still going to work toward a city that doesn't need Batman.
Me too.
Yeah, that is the whole point of the gig after all. Oh, that was good. That was the episode of the set so far. That was really good. I've been saying it. I've been wanting it. A true team up with the villains, and we finally got our first true attempt to take out Batman as a unit, which was incredible. Oh my god. It's even more great that we actually got to see some of the characters that haven't really had, you know, much time in the, haven't been shown for a little while there. You know, Scarecrow, my god, he's been gone for a long time now, which is surprising. You know, I think that's definitely the longest one, and then obviously you have him who's kind of old now with the new ones like Scarface. You know, who's only had a couple of episodes with him as well. But it's really cool to see. And honestly, given the nature of these villains, I feel like this is almost a perfect... This is just a perfect representation of a plan they would come up with. Which is just, you know, make a bogus bullshit trial. Just to kind of see the kind of thing that, you know, Batman did. It almost didn't even feel like any of them went into this thinking Batman was actually guilty, right? Like they just did this because they saw that the girl was blaming Batman for them, but it didn't feel like any of them actually believed it. So they just kind of wanted to have one final hurrah with Batman before they actually went on the execution. And I do kind of believe that, like, yeah, because when you think about it for even a little while, literally none of these villains are a result of Batman whatsoever. Batman is a result of the villains, and obviously, you know, the goal is to work towards a Gotham where he can give up the cape, but he doesn't need to, you know, risk his life day in, day out, and, you know, try and put these guys away for good. So, it is really cool to see that. Obviously, Arkham as a, you know, as a prison is a joke. Like, literally the amount of times that the villains have broken out is insane. Honestly, they just need to shut this place down and just put these guys in, you know, general prisons right now. Because while some of them do need some psychological help, we're just not getting it here. You know, so you either just got to give up the whole thing, or you transport them to a different location with better security, you know. Like, this series is part of the DCAU, right? So I gotta imagine Superman's a character at this point. Just put these guys in his city, where they pretty much will be zero threat whatsoever. You know, even if they break out. So it's like, yeah. Because Gotham is not working. It's why Batman exists. The justice system doesn't work. But like I said, this was really fun to see. I do like how the judge did end up, the defendant girl did end up fucking with some of the villains like Harvey, like the Mad Hatter, like, Ivy, some of the more obvious potatoes on why they are the way they are, which obviously is not to do with Batman, with Hatter probably being just the general creepiest of the villains. Not in the sense with Joker, it's where it's, a theme of his villain, but just genuinely a sicko who, couldn't let a girl go. And ironically, I don't think Alice ever came back again after that one episode, which was pretty funny, and why I'm really surprised that Mad Hatter has been so prominent in the show this much, given that his main motivation for being the Mad Hatter just kind of disappeared after his debut. But either way, although it was obvious to the viewer, this was such a fun episode. This was really cool. Like I said, the interaction with everyone together, between the gags of Harley and Joker, with Croc acting as the guard, and Two-Face as the defendant. Like, that'd be so cool. Like, I talk about Joker and, like, characters learning about Bruce's identity as Batman. A lot of them, it won't really have much of an impact on. It's more just a general secret. But obviously, Two-Face, that would be a really fun one. Especially since we kind of know that regardless if it's Harvey involved or if it's Bruce, Harley or Bruce, if it's Two-Face or Harvey in control, both of them seem to care a pretty good deal for Batman, or for Bruce. So it'd be really cool to see what the hell would happen in that instance. But yeah, really fun, really solid one there. And that wasn't the final episode. So let's find out what is in the final roster of this one. Episode 15. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, and play. House and garden. Interesting. Family on there, which is cool. I mean, you think of garden, instantly you think of, like, Ivy, so not quite sure. Okay. Weird creature, I guess, works too. Always the painting.
Hey! Who's in here?
Don't worry about it.
This is the 4th identical poisoning this month. We've kept the victims alive so far, but we're not even sure what kind of poison it is.
Why don't you ask the woman who made it? Poison Ivy.
She was our first guest, but we ruled her out.
You mean she's still in Arkham?
No, she completed her rehabilitation 6 months ago. The board gave her a clean bill.
What the hell? 6-month gap from last episode?
Down by an unknown toxin. Sounds like Ivy's MO to me.
I don't think she's interested in single men anymore. You haven't heard? Not only did Pamela Isley clean herself up, she also got married.
Damn, you really haven't been keeping tabs on Ivy, have ya? Anyone we know?
Hi. Come on in.
Thank you, Miss Isley.
My pleasure, Commissioner. Though it's Carlyle now. Mrs. Pamela Lillian Carlyle.
Okay, no, it's just a nobody.
This is my husband, Stephen.
Hello, Commissioner. Nice to see you again.
What possessed you to
Carlyle
go after
is our
her?
liaison between the board at Arkham and the police department.
You also teach classes on criminal psychology at Gotham State. I've read some of your works. They were very impressive.
Thank you. But I get the feeling this isn't a social call.
Someone is poisoning and robbing wealthy young men. As painful as it sounds, all clues point to your wife.
That's outrageous. Pamela hasn't...
Darling, please. Batman,
I don't doubt that I was your first and probably only suspect. Over the years, you and I have had a rather intense relationship. But that's all in the past, believe me.
Oh, please, this
I look
feels
back on
so
what I was and
forced.
I shudder. Locked away in Arkham with the obsessed and the insane, and me just as lost as any of
Yeah,
them.
he's not buying any of this.
And then I met Stephen. His love and
The amount of times
guidance
you
brought
broke
me
out
into
like
the
it was
light again.
nothing and wasn't affected at all was silly.
Batmobile's outside. It is, we saw it. Whoa.
Hi.
Cool. Batman's really here. Mommy, you didn't tell us you know Batman.
That was a long time ago, sweetie.
These are my boys, Chris and Kelly.
Hi. Can we ride in your car?
No.
Come on, guys. Let's leave Mom alone for a minute.
Bye, Batman.
I never thought about having kids before. I can't. Nature's little trade-off for my hyperimmune system. And yet, when I met Stephen's boys, something inside me just melted. I guess there really does come a time when a woman wants something more in her life. At least this woman does. Stephen doesn't care about my past. He and the boys accept me for who I am now.
And
I
for
have
that, they are
always been
idiots.
duplicating my old crimes, but I can assure you, gentlemen, Poison Ivy is dead.
Alright, well, even if that is the case, you could probably help on finding a cure, since you are a genius when it comes
Tell
to
me
chemistry.
the great Dick Grayson is spending the night in for a change.
Hey, we got finals coming up.
And who's
But what
this?
about those cheerleaders I always see chasing you around? Can't they help you pass calculus?
That's not the reason I asked you over.
Oh, no?
No, I just thought it'd be fun to get together and study and talk and,
And?
Stuff inappropriate for this series. Yeah, that timing could only be one man.
Hello?
It's me.
Oh, hi. I wasn't expecting to hear from you tonight.
I'd better go.
Damn.
Do you have company?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Sorry. I need you to check on a teacher there at GSU. Stephen Carlisle.
I was in his class last
That was just
Nice
evil,
guy.
Bats. Like, come on.
He's not in trouble, is he?
Dick about to get some
Possibly.
action.
See what you can find on him. Family history, places he's worked, anything.
Right. I'll check back with you later.
I didn't even think last episode was the
Cindy?
only one so far to not have Robin in it. So did she mutate her husband, Ivy? Because this is only happening at night.
I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. If only I hadn't left him.
It's all right.
Yep.
I'd just gone back to my room when I heard a loud crash. I ran down here and Dick was gone.
Well, that's
And
going
you
to
saw
be a
no
few
one
years
leaving
of
the door?
therapy.
No.
I don't think Dick is the only victim, Mr. Wayne.
You mean they kidnapped him to get at me?
It fits the pattern. Wealthy single men, all targets of robberies.
Yeah,
Only in
fair
your
point.
case, you have something more valuable to hold for ransom.
My ward.
Oh. And that's the thing, yeah. Secret identity. If this is Ivy, she'd have no idea it's Batman. Oh, crap.
Keep driving, or your neck gets a new air hole.
What do you want?
I do the talking. Bring $5 million in cash to the docks tomorrow midnight. Come alone, or the kid is history.
Seriously?
Blood, if you understand.
5 million? You're talking to billionaire Bruce Wayne. That's the equivalent of asking for, like, a fucking $5 from him. Like, honestly. Sounds... I wonder if Two-Face does his voice, though. He sounds very Two-Face. You know, it's just kind of a groggly voice. Yeah, like 5 mil doesn't even... barely fits my suitcase.
The money's not important. Getting Dick back is.
Agreed, Master Bruce. But even so, didn't the kidnapper leave some clue for Batman to follow?
Just my torn shirt. I'll have to fall back on my instincts. And right now, they're saying Ivy's fairy tale lifestyle isn't everything it seems.
Obviously. I wouldn't be entirely surprised if Ivy does genuinely care about the kids. But obviously, like, 6 months is not rehabilitating this like, this much. And typically, you know, in shows they don't really depict villains as really being that bad with kids. That's just kind of something they don't do, at least back then.
What's she doing now, sir?
Buying squash.
Like, even Joker, like, messed around with a kid in his first debut.
All morning. And so far, she's done nothing more incriminating than return an overdue video. Even paid the late fee.
Could it be Poison Ivy truly has reformed?
No.
I want to believe it. Why can't I? The greenhouse checks out too.
I even think of that, like, oh, Bruce wants this so badly.
Later.
Which is why it's so more tragic that he can't believe it.
Can we watch cartoons?
After your homework.
This is a dead end. I haven't found anything that...
In her defense, that makes one hell of a security system.
There are laws against spying on people.
There are laws against poisoning them, too.
Yeah.
Look around, Batman. I've got a nice house, a little garden, and a family that loves me. Why would I jeopardize that? For the first time in my life, I'm happy.
I'm beginning to think you're right.
Perfect.
Batman, good luck.
You too, Mrs. Carlyle.
Oh, it's so bad because he wants this so badly to be real. I do like as well how that actually was a security system. Like, that's so sick.
Wayne, kick the case over here.
Let me see the boy.
There's the money. Now!
Send out the boy.
No.
You hear me?
I hear you.
Wow. Hello. I assume since it's Bruce, he's got some kind of antitoxin in him.
Goodbye, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah, like that scratch didn't do anything. Oh wow, fully up and prepared.
Time to hit the drink.
This design is just wacky, like holy Christ. I don't even know what to say about this. It's like a cactus Hulk. Nice. Did he seriously just get away?
I guess I should be grateful that thing used a fist on me and not poison.
Right. But we're still in the dark as to who's behind this.
You don't think it's the plant lady?
All she wants is to be left alone with her husband and sons.
Sons?
Carlisle's 2 boys, Chris and Kelly.
I know Chris and Kelly. I was in Carlisle's class when his ex brought them to visit last year.
I thought Carlisle had custody.
No. And here's another shocker for you. Chris and Kelly are girls.
Yeah, I thought Kelly sounded like a female name. I've never heard of a boy called Kelly before. Chris, like, yeah, that's pretty unisexy, but I've never heard Kelly as a boy name.
No sign of Ivy. What's that?
Insurance.
Damn. Really, it's the only kind of plan you can make with Ivy is just you kill, we blow the whole place up.
Plastic? Just a happy little homemaker, huh?
I mean, to be fair, you've already seen she has living controlled plants on her walls and whatnot. Could just explain it as that.
Dr. Carlisle?
Help me. She's insane. Has to be stopped. You don't know what she's done.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. What the fuck?!
It isn't possible.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking horrifying. What the fuck is
I was
this?!
a doctor in Arkham. She said she wanted to reform. I trusted her. Let her get too close.
Yeah, and for that you are a fool. This is so messed up. What the actual fuck is this?
One little kiss, and dear Stephen was my slave. He was useful in signing my release papers and for supplying certain raw materials for my experiments. But the marriage was, well, a fake.
Obviously.
And these mutations?
Our children, Batman. Plant-based life forms enhanced with Stephen's DNA.
Oh,
They're
that's...
not truly human.
That's so
in fact,
wrong.
Their lifespans are somewhat like certain rare flowers that blossom and die in a few days.
I see. At first it looks like a child. Then it resembles Dr. Carlisle. And in its final phase...
In its final phase, before it burns itself out, the creature becomes my willing enforcer and bodyguard.
Yeah, as far as plots go for this show...
Then Kidnapper is more like it.
That's pretty grotesque. We've had some big ones in this one.
You haven't changed a bit.
Yes, I have. I meant it when I said I wanted a family that loves me. I just wanted it on my terms.
Lady, you're nuts.
Well, that's your opinion. Probably the last one you'll ever have, too. Kids? That water I fed them contained a superactive growth formula. True, it cuts their lifespan down to just a few minutes, but that's more time than you've got.
Yeah, when a villain's gonna realize just he gets out of every kind of trap. It's just like status quo at this point, like, come on. Time to give in that insurance.
Great. She gave her little family the formula, too.
Stay with Carlisle.
Oh, good lord, they're naked too.
Anyone else want their weeds whacked?
And that's not even the trump card yet. But can he really blow the thing up with Ivy still inside?
My darlings. Weed killer.
I figured whatever you were up to involved plants, so I pumped your water tanks with herbicide.
Ah, that was
That
it.
was the tip-off, Batman. Stephen's kids.
You couldn't replicate them as girls, not with Carlisle's DNA. So you took your chance with boys.
But Ivy could replicate herself.
No way.
What?
Oh, that's sick! What the hell? So she already got out?
Guess you weren't the only one with an escape plan. Huh, Batman?
Yeah! Jesus, that is insane! And that's something even the greatest detective didn't figure out. Yeah. It's like the first time you got outsmarted and hard. Oh, that's just grim.
Most of the stolen property was still in the lab, along with Ivy's toxin formula.
Well, at least we have Ivy's toxins to form an antidote.
I'm just sorry she got away.
Me too, Robin. But I don't think we'll see her again anytime soon.
Very possibly.
Ivy lost everything she had. Everything she said she ever wanted.
Aww, I just love, I love how many of
What's
those
worse, I
of
believed her.
Harley.
When she told me for the first time in her life, she was happy.
Just weird. That was a good one, honestly. That really was. It's great to always see the attempt at reformation of villains when you learn that at their core, some of them truly just want like the normal life, which is, you know, family, loved ones around you to bask in the glory of what you're trying to do. But obviously, down to some of their cores, you know, like Croc, it was made obvious. It's just, they're too rooted into who they are, and it's like, you know, without the genuine effort to change, it's just not going to happen. And because they're unwilling to change, they can't get what they really want, which in Ivy's case was just, you know, loved ones, people to love, people to bask in her, you know, in her creations and passions, and unfortunately, it just didn't work out. It didn't work out in the end, which definitely sucks. So I gotta assume that, obviously, 5 episodes to go with this season, and technically 1 more to do afterwards. We'll probably not best see Ivy for quite a while, as this is, you know, they confirm right at the end there, not only did Ivy get away, that she specifically fled Gotham, and probably America in general, so, you know, that's kind of our ending for Ivy as far as probably this series might go. Maybe not, because again, there's still a decent chunk left to do, but either way, you know, that was still a really grotesque episode right there. That was fucking disturbing, enough to shake even the Dark Knight for sure. And yeah, honestly, you know, again, because it's like, it's a relapse. Like, it was all built on false notions anyway, so not technically a relapse, but it is a relapse in the case that they truly cannot put the effort in to change, right? Like, some of these villains are just impossible, and I genuinely saw them not trying this with Ivy, because I felt like it was too obvious with her that she just would not be reformed. Like, her and Joker, I feel like we're at the pinnacle of that status of just, like, these two are not changing at all. But they actually did it, and for what it's worth, you know, they made a pretty convincing attempt at it, even though I personally was just not fooled, because, I mean, it's Ivy. I'm not gonna assume that she would go that far, but, you know, it was still fun. It was still an interesting one. I do like how Dick was actually kind of the key to this one, having personal experience with, you know, with the professor and the kids and whatnot, since, you know, Ivy kind of created a perfect alibi in Gotham for what she was doing, and so, you know, only an outside source like Dick could actually, you know, steer Bruce back on the right course of, you know, this is very off. Obviously, Batman doesn't really leave the city too often, so he doesn't have the information such as the gender and whatnot. So, you know, it was really cool to see that, obviously, and yeah, I actually kind of like that Robin was the one to actually put this one together. The only kind of big thing that kind of set me aside was kind of like the ransom money for Robin, like 5 million. That is literally chump change. Bruce is a well-known billionaire, and you're asking him for just 5 mil? He spends that stuff on like, you know, like random shit just because he wants it. Like, come on, Ivy, you could go bigger than that from someone like Bruce Wayne. Jesus. But no. This was a really good one. Like, the episodes attempting to reform the villains have been really strong. That is the consistent theme of this season, is that they're trying this with villains, and all of them have been really, really strong episodes for their characters, and I'm really liking it. Even though none of them have successfully reformed yet, it has been strong, and you genuinely do kind of wish that some of them would, you know, go down a different path. Ivy, well, not so much Ivy, at least for me personally, but Harley and Two-Face, you know, those are two I really would, you know, like if they went down a different ride, and they already kind of showed in the last episode that Harvey once again relapsed back into Joker's care, unfortunately, even though I do like them as a duo. And you know, that's probably not going to happen in this universe. But yeah, pretty good set, very strong final 2 episodes. This batch right here in this recording, sub-peak Batman, I will admit. So guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.